How are we doing? Oh, do, 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 do. Beep, 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 beep. Boop, 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 boop. Uh, boom, 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 boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Welcome in, welcome in. Got any questions? I'm here offering bad advice. What's up, Jason? How's it going, buddy? Free bad advice all around. Got any questions about life or anything? Let them fly. I'll hook you up. Good deal, Jason. We need advice. What do you need advice on? I got you. Let me hook you up, buddy. I got you ready to go. Anything you need advice on, don't be shy. Feel free to ask. Are birds really a part of the FBI? I would say so, probably. This the material that you find on their like claws, and I say material because I wouldn't say flesh because I think that they're conductors of electricity. Why else would they always be on power lines, right? Because if you're a bird, you could fly, you can land in trees, you could be at the top of a building, like you could be anywhere. But for some reason they're always on power lines, like they're charging or something. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like if I had wings, you would never see me on the ground or even close to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those pigeons are crazy, dude. And like, I don't know. Have you ever seen like, I don't know. To me, they're definitely some kind of drones or something. You can't trust them because pigeons are weird. Like, what other birds will get that close to you? Especially pigeons. Pigeons, you get anywhere near them, and they're almost, you know, yo, bro, my wife left me. Uh, So, what do you need advice on? Are you wanting to get her back, or are you glad she left you? The ducks chase me for going near their babies. Yeah, but that's because they don't want you to take the batteries out. Like they know you're going to take the batteries out of them, so they're trying not to blow the cover. They're all controlled. They're remote controlled. Yeah, Project R1. How do you are you wanting to get your wife back? Are you glad she's gone? What do you want advice on here? If you want her back, what you should do is constantly text her, message her, try calling her. Just send her like sad songs on Facebook and Spotify. And if she blocks you, then you go get a new phone, right? And then if you get a new phone, then you'll get a new number, so she has to block you again. If that doesn't work, then I would probably just hire like a private investigator to follow her around all day, is what I would do. Um, just to see what she's up to. Like, why is she leaving you anyway? There's no reason for her to leave you. You're probably a cool dude. You know what I mean? Police said not to con. Yeah, but you're only going to get in trouble with the police if she sees you. So if you just want to see her from a distance, that's fine. Um, you know, I just learned I have eye mites. What do I do? Probably just take some bleach and like get in the bath and just like pour the bleach on your eyes is what I would do. And then let it sit there for like 5 minutes. Let it foam up, get a nice, texture going to it. And then I would probably turn the shower on and rinse it off a little bit. Yeah, the police are only going to make a big deal out of it if they catch you. So just don't get caught. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. I'm pretty smart, I think, so I would take my advice. What else we got? I've solved the problem with your wife. I've solved the problem with birds and pigeons and ducks. I've solved the problem with the eye mites. What else we got? I mean, I'm just solving problems left and right. Like, this is crazy. Nobody knows what metal music is. What should I do? I would probably, like, let's say that. Now, when you say nobody, where are you saying that at? Like, at your work, at your school, at your house? Bro, what's the best way to learn another language? Just go buy a ticket to another country. Like, I say you're wanting to learn like Spanish, get a plane ticket to Mexico one way. Uh, just go and don't look back, and just go straight into whatever town you land in, and just start learning. You know what I mean? Thank you. I appreciate subscribing. Like all America? What do you mean? Like you want to learn every language in America? Is that what you're saying? What's the best way? Yeah. If nobody knows what metal music is, the best thing I would say to do is to like at like 3, 4 in the morning, go outside their house, get a bunch of pots and pans, get their attention, bang, 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 wake them up, and then get a loudspeaker, and then make sure this is like in the middle of a neighborhood. That way, that more people can learn it at the same time, so you're not wasting your time. You're consolidating your steps, and get a really loud speaker, just hold it up, blare it like loud as you can, and put on some Slaughter to Prevail, some Lorna Shore, whatever you consider metal. You know what I mean? Uh, that would be the smart thing. Yeah, I remember you, Cash. What's up? So like, if you're like Slaughter to Prevail, Lorna Shore, like whatever you consider. Oh, you're Justin Has Boots. Hey man, how you been? Whatever you consider metal, just blare it in the neighborhood at 4 a.m. because then they're gonna wake up to that and they're gonna process that. And when you first wake up, your mind's the clearest. So you're the only thing that's going to be on your mind is this music, right? So then you're going to appreciate it so much more because it's just right off the rip, right? Like you're relaxed, and then it's just, you know what I mean? And then that's all that's on your mind. So the rest of your day, you're going to be thinking about that song, and you're going to be like, "Yo, that was a good song." Yeah, I remember you, Undertown. Does that make sense? Is that good advice? I think that's smart. That's what I would do. You know, that's just a cultural thing. What else we got? What should Yoshi do next? Should he go to Mexico or Colombia? I would be careful in those places. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Yoshi should probably go to those places. That would be good for him. Maybe send him to Ukraine. I hear it's pretty peaceful over there right now. Yeah, Panamanian. I thought that was good advice too. What else we got? Next question. Next question. I'm solving all these problems. This is crazy. Like, this is insane. Like, how much I'm helping you guys right now. And this is free. Like, there's people that would charge for this advice. You guys don't know how good you got it. Like, that's crazy. If you guys are new here, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button while we're here since I'm giving out this fantastic advice to everyone. I feel like I've solved a lot of your problems, so a little support goes a long way. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Yeah, Pink Phoenix, people will probably take this seriously because they should. This is good advice I'm giving. This isn't, you know what I mean? If you're smart, you'll listen to what I'm saying. What else we got? Any other questions? I know there's some more out there. Feel free to ask. I'm not going to snitch on you for asking a weird question. If it's too weird, I might not answer it, but what are we thinking? What are we thinking, chat? Ladies and gents, boys and girls of all ages. Yeah, Pink Phoenix. I mean, you know how it goes. They have to put caution hot on coffee cups for a reason because people are not the smartest. That's why I'm here, because I can help people that aren't that smart be smarter. And I mean, that's really the goal here. I'm not saying any of you guys aren't smart. I'm just saying you need some advice sometimes. Everybody needs advice. It doesn't hurt. This one is Koopa Troopa's question for you. What would death metal be like? Probably like Nickelback, but with a little more screaming. Actually, exactly like Nickelback with a little more screaming. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's good. What else we got? Who else needs advice? Send those questions in chat. I'm here to answer. I'm here to help. I'm not from the government, but I'm here to help. Next question. Next question. What do we got? Surely, surely there's some questions out there. I got you covered. Shoot your shot. Shoot thine shot. How long does it take, like every single comment I send daily on your videos? A couple minutes, but I appreciate it. I'll always try and like them and give you a heart on there. It means a lot. I appreciate anyone that's loyal enough to comment on my videos like that, watch all my videos. That goes a long way. Gives motivation to keep it up. I took a little break there for a while. I'm back in the swing of things now, trying to stay consistent, stay on top of it. Bring content daily. Try to bring mostly original content. Obviously, it's some of my stuff is trendy. It's kind of what everyone else is doing, but I try to keep it somewhat original. But I appreciate you. I always see you comment, and it's always all at once whenever you're on there. When I'm going through my analytics, it's just it'll be random people, and then it's you, and I see your Tails profile picture. Boop. Do I have ADHD? ADHD is not real. It's a mirage made by the government to keep people under control and medicated. Hello, how do I open an Applebee's? I would probably just go to the casino with whatever money you have and just play slots. Or like if you like roulette, play roulette. Just play anything on a casino. Why is my camera blurry? What are we doing? Why is my camera blurry? Are we back? Why is my camera blurry? What is happening? My camera does not like my advice. Yeah, ADHD is not real. Don't fall for that. What are we focused on, camera? Hello? Ooh! Why is it doing this? Is it back? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, yeah, so as I was saying, so go to the casino with all your money, right? Your life savings. If you want to play roulette, put it all on black, right? So let's say you've saved up 20 grand. Mirage, that's crazy. Um, why wait until you're older? I'm kidding. Don't be like that. Um, so then let's say you got 20 grand, you put it all on black, you double your money. So now you've got 40 grand. That's going to be a lot easier to open an Applebee's with. However, opening an Applebee's is not a good idea because they don't serve apples or bees, so that's false advertising. Um, you know, you want to be a racist when you get older. So yeah, if you want to be a racist when you get older and drive fast cars and turn them left, uh, basically the same advice. Maybe just buy like a lot of money worth of Pepe coin or Dogecoin or something like that, and eventually it'll just skyrocket. You know what I mean? So if you put $1,000 into Pepe right now, which is less than a penny a piece, and it ever gets up to a penny, you're good. You know what I mean? You'll have all kinds of that, and then you can buy your race car, and then you know Rod, you gotta chill. Uh, what I want to That's crazy. You gotta chill. Uh, yeah, I mean that's the best advice I could give you is invest in a lot of crypto that's really cheap. Like put a lot of money into crypto, and then just forget about it for a couple years. Because like you said, when you want to get older, right? So by the time you're older, that crypto will be worth more anyway. So that's what I would do. You know, you want to be a professional dumbass when I grow up? How do I reach this goal? Probably just try to convince people that the Earth is flat, and drive like a squatted truck with like lights underneath that you have to jump up into, right? Like you're probably a normal sized human being, but drive a truck that you have to jump into, and then like you have to use the step to get down, uh, and put like locally hated on the back of it. Does that make sense? And then put flat earther on it. What else could you do to be a professional dumbass? Um, that's a good question, actually. That's a really good question. Hmm. I'm gonna come back to that one. Let me think of some more stuff. How do you buy a Tesla for 50%? How do you get buff? Hmm. That video was not 2 seconds long. That video was 2 seconds long. You're fake news. Also, how do you buy a Tesla for 50%? So you go to the dealership, right? And they've got this nice Tesla. You want it, but you don't want to pay that much for it. So you take a baseball bat to it. And you take a baseball bat, you smash the windows, do all this, and then you go get someone. Like, don't let someone in the dealership see you do it. But you bash all the windows in, put dents all in it, maybe even slice the tires. Go get someone, be like, hey, I'm interested in this junk car you have out here. What's the deal with this? And so then, like, whoa, what did you do to this car? And you're like, whoa, sir, I found it like this. Why would you even accuse me of doing something like that to the car. Anyway, what's the MSRP? You said 50,000 on it, so it's got some damage to it. Um, Offer them like 20K, so then they'll meet you at 25, and so then you'll get 25K versus 50K. So then that would be 50% off, just like you asked. So that's how I would do that. How do I get buff? You just need to eat a lot of burgers, a lot of donuts, a lot of just fatty foods, a lot of carbs, a lot of pastas. Um, we'll get to that one in a second, Eddie. Uh, so eat all that, get massive, get like 600 pounds, right? To where you're almost to the point where you're stuck in a bed and you can't get up and move around, right? Like you're almost not mobile. And then you start working out. You take your creatine gummies, your vitamins, your minerals, all that. Start working out a little bit. Lose all that, have a ton of excess skin, right? So you're buff, right? But you've lost all this fat, so you've just got all this excess skin. And so then you've got a wingsuit, right? So you've got all this skin and you can like almost fly. So like you could jump off like a really high place and like pull out your wingsuit and just glide down to the ground, and that would be really cool. And you'd be buff underneath. If you don't want a wingsuit and you just want to be buff, just take the skin off. That's just there's loopholes to everything. All right, what's next? What's next? How do I convince the hospital to let me field kick infants? So you're probably gonna want Pat McAfee because for some reason he's everywhere now. Get Pat McAfee to sign off on it and be like, hey, this is brought to you by the Pat McAfee Show. We're sponsored by Barstool Sports. We're sure you've probably got some single mothers in here that kind of don't want the burden. So yeah, they'll probably just give them to you. Uh, yeah. What if my balls get stuck in the car door? I would probably scream first, just to let everyone know that this is happening, right? Like you want as much attention on you as possible because if something bad like that does happen, you at least want to get famous for it, right? Because then people are going to pull out their phones and they're going to start Snapchatting and TikToking like, oh my God, look at this idiot. He got his, stuck in the car door. And so then that's going to go viral. You're going to be in the hospital. You set up a GoFundMe, right? Guy that got his, stuck in the car door. This is his GoFundMe. Help him out. So you're probably still in the car at this point, so you might want to open the door, right? And it's a vasectomy hack too. So like you're gonna go to the hospital and you're gonna make money versus than just paying for a vasectomy, right? So get the GoFundMe, get all the viral sensations on there, and yeah, you know what I mean. Turn something bad into something good. Uh, you know, best thing I could think of. Will you collab with my videos since I collabed with yours? Yes, maybe later. What's next? Just sit back and enjoy instant sugar glider. Yes, sugar. Yes, exactly. The wingsuit. How do I break Diddy out of jail? So this one's gonna take a little time. You're not gonna be able to just walk in and walk out with the detonator, right? Because they recognize him. He's famous. Like you've probably got guards getting his autograph and stuff, so like they know it's Diddy. You know what I mean? But you will need baby oil. That's gonna be important. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure he's in just like a normal cell with bars on it, right? You're gonna have to spend a couple months training to be a guard for a prison. Okay. After a couple months go by, they keep pushing back his sentences because more witnesses keep coming out and telling their stories. Then you're gonna get the baby oil after you've earned the trust of all the guards. You've worked your way up, like you're on your own. You don't have anyone watching you anymore. You're going to be on night shift. You want to be on like from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. kind of shift, 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. kind of shift. You bring the baby oil in. Diddy. Then keep in mind something I forgot to mention. Before you even started this, you've talked to Diddy. So Diddy knows you're trying to help him get out, right? So once he knows that, he's going to start working out a little bit, getting a little better shape, get a little thinner. Okay. So then you're gonna oil up Diddy, right? Like you're just gonna have to oil him up. But because his oil is, laced with stuff, he's gonna be a little bit number. So you're gonna squeeze him through the bars, but because he's numb from his oil, it's gonna be, his ribs breaking isn't gonna be as bad. So you'll slide him through and then just walk out, basically. And you're just off to Cancun with Diddy. You know what I mean? Because he's got money on the side. He's gonna hook you up if you get him out. You're not gonna have to worry about it again. Um, you know, it's just what you do. That's pretty simple, honestly. How do I convince Sabrina Carpenter to sell me her left middle finger? Money talks. Like I said, just buy a lot of crypto. Watch your money turn into a lot more money. Shoot her an offer that she can't refuse. I mean, that's really all you should have to do. How do I catch all the Pokemon and become a master? Uh, Eat a lot of Tide Pods, and then you go to sleep forever, and then you can catch Pokemon all day. I accidentally pooped on my white carpet floor. What do I tell my parents? Asks LMG Imports. If you have a dog or like a sibling, which basically the same, just blame it on one of them. They're never gonna know. I was driving a bus and accidentally crashed into my mom's house under no insurance. I have $5. What should I do? Take that $5, go to the casino, put it in a slot machine, hit the jackpot. You're good. That's an easy one. Oil your Diddy. That's what you advise. Yeah, oil your Diddy. Slide him through the bars. Get him out of there. Kind of stupid question was that? I'm the maggots. That might be a problem. Um, so like, let's say this is what you said the maggots crawled inside of. What you're gonna want to do is just like, you know what I mean? Like we're talking like Haiti circa 2010, whenever the earthquake was. Just, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Cool. And then just nature will take its course. They'll get out of there. Inside my shit. Yeah. How do I buy the Bahamas? Don't. You can buy much better things. Buy Mexico. How do I beat the Ender Dragon? He makes me a sad little doggy. You go into creative mode and you spawn in a Wither and just let him handle it for you. And then you just get the egg. I accidentally sold my baby brother to the cartel in exchange for 700 rupees. So you just want to go get those rupees exchanged for American dollars. That's not a big deal. Uh, I know that it's weird having a foreign currency, but yeah, you can just go to some office and they'll exchange those for you. So that's not a big deal. Don't worry about the rupees, and definitely don't worry about the brother. He's in better hands. How do I convince God to sell me heaven? Just ask nicely. Like just pray about it, uh, and maybe it'll happen. I don't know what he would want for it though, because like if there's streets of gold, like that'd be expensive. That's a lot of bitcoins. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, I don't know about that. That would be a little tough. But that's a good question, Eddie. I like that question. Streets of gold. How much would a street of gold cost? Hmm. I don't know. That'd be a lot. Well, I don't know about that one, B. But well, no, he got the rupees, right? He's got the rupees. He doesn't need the brother back. The brother's gone. You sold my trampoline to Yoshi cartels. Should I arrest them or should I run away and eat a burger with my 76 rupees I exchanged for? I mean, I don't see why you'd arrest them because like you made the deal. So like if you're just regretting it, then I understand that happens. Like there's always that after effect. But um, yeah, no, I would probably just go get you a burger and some fries maybe, and just call it a day. My cat is inconveniencing me. Come here. How do I get out of jail? I was under arrest for handling salmon in suspicious circumstances. Well, first of all, why would you be in jail for that? That's not a problem. Like you can't, like dudes can't have fun anymore. That's crazy. Um, I would probably, I don't know. That's dumb that you'd even get put in jail for messing with salmon. Um, I don't know. Let me think on that one. Solid bricks are plated as per gold roads. I don't know. I wasn't there when they wrote the Bible. So, how would you convince the government to leave you alone? If only it were that simple. Would you buy my cat? He's 7'9". What does that mean? You could probably convince the government that you're just insane, right? Like if an ATF agent or whatever DEA agent just knocks on your door, you show up and you answer it wearing like these glasses, right? And just your underwear and you're oiled up and you're like, "Hello, Mr. Government, how may I help you?" And they'll probably just leave you alone because they don't want to have to deal with that paperwork. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to deal with that paperwork. Like like let's say you're a government agent and I open the door, I'm like, "Hello, Mr. Government, how may I help you?" And then they'd probably just get back in their car, right? Like I wouldn't want anything to do with that. That seems like a problem. What was the one about how you should get out of jail? So you were in there for handling salmon, so you might already have like a slippery substance. So you may be able to do the Diddy strategy, but with you not having someone to help break you out would be a problem. If I was in court for committing something such as that, should I plead insanity? Yeah. Just say you were tired and you weren't feeling good, and that was person was getting on your nerves, and they were trying to talk to you about the Earth being flat, and so you just did what you felt like needed to be done, and you'll probably get off on that one. How much acid would it take to dissolve a chicken? About 180 pounds. 180-pound chicken or 180 pounds of chicken? Um, to dissolve that much, you probably want at least like 10 gallons. Yeah, 10 gallons. Right, wear a superhero. Yes, oil up and put the mask on, and they're going to go away. They don't want anything to do with that. Hello, Dashing Sphere. Welcome in. I mean, think about it. If you're a government agent and you show up and some dude's wearing a mask and is covered in oil in his underwear, and you're just there for a wellness check, like, yeah, he's alive. We're good. We can go. I mean, that's easy. What else we got? Yoshi ate the mysterious salmon that was cooked under mysterious circumstances, and now he's acting weird. Is he high? How do I fix him? Probably just let him sleep it off. Maybe give him a burger to like something greasy to help like make him pass it through a little sooner to get it out of his system. But yeah, just sleep it off. He'll be fine. I'm gonna sell the cartel. How much should I sell it for? So the rule of thumb when it comes to selling a successful business like that is you probably want to sell it for about what you would make in 5 years doing it. So let's say you made $3 billion a year, sell it for 15 billion. Start at 17 and then let someone talk you down to set 15 billion for the cartel. 12 days ago, I went to school and locked a small child in a locker, and I haven't fed it or let it out since. I probably wouldn't let it out because then it's going to tell. So you just kind of got to wait and hope it is quiet. Um, if you let it out now, it's going to be very upset, and its parents probably will might be upset too. So I would probably just wait it out. I mean, there's a lot of snow and stuff coming through right now too, so like maybe you'll get a snow day, and you'll maybe get a few snow days to where it just kind of takes care of the smell, and then yeah, you're golden. You're good. You got off. That's a good question. Import. That was smart. That's good. That was a good question. What else we got? What else we got? Who's oddity? Yoshi has hid 12 people in my basement without my consent. Do I tell him or let him do whatever he wants? I mean, that's already a lot. So I would probably like be like, hey, you got to get rid of half of them. Like we can't have 12. Like six is the limit. I sold my school on Craigslist. Now the school district is trying to catch who did it, but now no school. How do I hide from the school board? Hopefully you did it with Bitcoin, and if you sold it for Bitcoin, it can't be tracked or some kind of crypto. If you got it in cash, do not put it all in your bank account at once because that's going to raise some red flags. Um, so as long as you haven't done either of those, you should be fine. If you got it in the check, that's going to be a little harder. I would probably wait like a year or two before you cashed it. That's also a good question. That's smart of you to sell the school though, because like now you don't have school. You know what I mean? Do you prefer? We'll say like Jordan in his prime, bald and legendary. You sold it for rubber ducks. Well, so now that's smart too though, because now you can just put those rubber ducks on like Etsy and Amazon and eBay and just kind of let them sell naturally. So then it actually looks like you have a legitimate income. So like, yeah, you'll have to pay taxes on it, but it's better than going to jail. You know what I mean? You're homeschooled. Ooh, now that changes things. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Uh, Probably have your grandma sell the rubber ducks for you because like then it would just be like, why? Where did my your grandma get all these rubber ducks from? But then she could like give you the money and you guys could like work out a deal, sign a contract. You know, uh, how much should I sell my adopted child based on how many crimes he has committed? So if he's an expert, then that would be a pretty penny. You don't want a novice child that's a criminal. If you're going to sell it, you want it to have some experience. So uh, probably like 250,000 is what I would say. Hypothetically, if I left a 120-pound sack of fruit in a building with no AC in summer for 3 days, would the fruit be smelly? I would probably just throw some Febreze on it, maybe that, or get like some roadkill off the side of the road and put it like in the building, right? So then everyone's like, "Oh, that's what that smell is. It was this dead deer that just snuck in here somehow. Like, how did it get in here?" And so then when you get rid of that deer, then they're just going to think the smell's lingering until eventually it goes away. Which country do I live in? Afghanistan. You could rent the ducks and create residential income. That's true. Also, Yoshi just held a Diddy party at the school and oiled up the rubber duckies. Well, I mean, just, be smart, be safe. Make sure you clean the rubber ducks afterwards. It's the best thing to do. What else we got? What else we got? I sold the county jail of Timu, and now all the criminals are let out and they can't be transferred to another prison. So now there is a ton of homeless prisoners in my backyard. So put them to work, right? Like, hey guys, you guys can stay here, but we're gonna start like doing some gardening. You're gonna guys are gonna help mow the yard, like turn a bad thing into a good thing, right? Like make lemonade out of lemons. So then that way, uh, you know, you've got free workers, like they'll sleep in your backyard, just throw them some like tarps out to keep them from getting rained on, and they'll be fine. You know what I mean? Yes, import. That would be the perfect thing to do. Just leave it in the hallway, all decayed and such. And yeah, that would be smart because then, like I said, whenever they get rid of it, they'll be like, the smell's just lingering. You know what I mean? It'll go away eventually, and either it will or it won't. Miss Barbara Simmons says, I need advice and love to give it out also. Well, ask away and I will answer your questions, Barbara. I sold my Yoshi, then people gave it. To me, who should I sell next? Yoshi, Knuckles, Mario, or Koopa Troopa? Probably Mario. He's kind of overrated. I can make the 12 people in the basement work for me. That's true. Yeah, you could put those 12 to work. But I still think 12 would probably be too many. I would probably drop my number down to 6, maybe 8. Because you got to feed them, and that's going to add up. Y'all have stinky auras. There's no stinky auras here. This is good advice, really. People would pay for this advice, and I'm on here giving it away for free. So, you know, think about it like that. Like I'm nice. Like people literally would pay top dollar, like spend like half their check and their child support and maybe even some of their gambling money. Probably not their gambling money, definitely the child support. Uh, they would sell some food stamps for this advice. Like this is good advice. Dr. Phil could never, ever. No stinky aura. Yeah, no, there's no stinky aura here. You offer sage advice. That's a red flag in itself. Is you saying sage advice? This is all free, also. Yeah, see, but red flag, red flag. What else we got? I need to give out more advice. I'm on a roll right now. I'm solving all your guys' problems, so send some more my way. I'll take care of you guys. Yes, Dr. Phil could never. Yeah. All he does is just expose young children that are exploitable. Sage as a cover to the stank. Let's leave the stank at home, okay? We don't need no stank up in the chat. Can Yoshi buy a kid if he is a kid? I mean, money talks, right? Like, if I'm an adult and I'm paying for a kid's meal to eat, then I should be able to get a kid's meal. You know what I mean? So I would say yes, as long as Yoshi's money is real. What else we got? Next question. Next question. I'm here to help. I am not from the government, but I am here to help. Doom, 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 doom. Do, 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 do. I don't include unalived bodies aroma in my chat. I thought there'd be funnier queries. That's fair. Can Koopa Troopa run the channel by himself if I unalived the far future, or will someone else? I probably wouldn't leave it up to Koopa Troopa because like he'd probably post some stuff that'd get you put on CNN or put on a list. You know what I mean? What's up, Juggernaut? Yeah, Koopa Troopa would probably post some not safe for work stuff, and that'd be no good. That would be no bueno. Man, all this good advice is making me want to go to the casino. Go go win some money. Go put my rent on black. That's good advice too. Is if you guys are running a little short on money, but you've got your rent, right? And like you could pay rent or you could pay rent for this month and the next month if you're smart about it, right? So strongly recommend casinos. Koopa Troopa is not nice. He is catfishing you. You think he's nice, but he's not. He would. He would actually. What else we got? What else we got? No, Yoshi is evil. Yoshi's not evil. Yoshi might be the only good one you have. Koopa Troopa is definitely evil. Yoshi's legit. He is too legit to quit. What else we got? Quit asking me about Yoshi. Yeah, Koopa Troopa has you fooled, buddy. Free bad advice, y'all. Free bad advice. Come on down. Ask me your question. If you have a query and are weary. Yoshi might do that, but that doesn't make him a bad person. Just dragging people to the basements does not make you a bad person. So, like, don't hold that against him. You know. We've all done some questionable things when we're hungry. Like, that's not fair. You can't hold that against him. Yeah, ask him. How do I construct a thermonuclear reactor to play Fortnite with negative ping without the FBI finding me? Probably get like a doomsday bunker, and put it like at least 13 feet underground, because then you can make it like 7 feet underground after that. So like it's 20 feet total. So like you've got 13 feet of ground, and then this last 7 feet right here is where you're actually at. And then you'll need to run like an antenna up through it, and yeah, just build it down there, and they're not going to find you. But again, remember, if you don't want the FBI finding you, if you scare off the government, like we mentioned earlier, where you put the mask on and you're like, "Hello, Mr. Government," with the oil in your underwear, they're already going to be like, "This is a no-fly zone. We don't go to this house. It's dangerous." Um, yeah, and that's what I would do. So like, if you've already gotten rid of them, then you're not going to have to worry about them coming back. Can Yoshi buy the thermonuclear reactor after use? That's up to Eddie. Why? I'm not flexing for you, you weirdo. What is wrong with you? I think we found Diddy. Diddy is in the chat. He heard us talking about him, ladies and gents. Find the cabin from Bob Ross, then follow what Kyle says. That's a good idea. How do you buy the government? I probably wouldn't. It's probably not worth buying at this point. It's kind of a money pit. Like, they just always need money. You know what I mean? Like, they're always taking our money for taxes. So I would probably just avoid buying the government. Buy something cool like fidget spinners or something. I probably wouldn't ask Elon, although Elon would probably like he would want to buy it himself though. So like asking Elon to buy the government wouldn't be a good idea because he'd want to keep it for himself. You know what I mean? What should I do as evacuation to avoid being diddled in the chat? Ah, I mean, if you don't want to be diddled, I understand, but like that might be a little bit beyond my expertise. Sometimes it just happens. What should I do to as evacuation? Probably just cover yourself in oil, like on your own, so that nobody else covers you in oil. And then once you're covered in all that oil, it's going to be hard for them to get a hold of you, so then you can get out of there. Like they're going to be like grabbing you, but you're going to be slipping through their hands. How can I break into Area 51, steal everything, and build a rocket ship and fly to Mars and dance with aliens? Um, First, you're going to need someone you know. Can I show my feet? Maybe later. Um, you're going to need someone in there like you know. Now, with that being said, like it can be you and a friend, right? Like get a friend to dedicate his whole life to moving up in the government. Like this is one of those that's going to take a while because you can't just walk in there, right? Like you're going to have to get clearance. You're going to have to do all this, all that. Because again, I get you're saying like break in, but that's still going to take time because you have to get the clearance through different levels because you know there's just like probably 1,000 levels underground, and like the lower they go, the more secretive it is. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, yeah, you're gonna need to get someone in there, and then you're gonna already probably have the rocket. You don't need to build like the rocket ship. It's probably already in there. Like it probably came from Mars, so you don't need to build it. Like just use the one that's already there, and then you can just go. I might show my feet later, Aiden. Let's say I accidentally started a nuclear war with West Korea. How do I eat a ton of cheeseburgers so they can then throw me to catch the nuke in between my butt crack? That's gonna be a lot of cheeseburgers. Um, what I would do is do like a Willy Wonka type thing. You remember whenever that girl eats the like the turns into like the big blueberry? You'd probably want to be like that size, right? Um, that would be the best course of action is to be that big and just, that's your cheeks, right? Like cheeks, and then like this is your nuclear missile right here, and then just cheeks, right? That's going to be your best course of action. What else? That was a good question, Eddie. That was smart. What else we got? What else we got? Whoop whoop. What else we got? How do I redeem Koopa Troopa in your eyes? You can't. That's just not gonna happen. Koopa Troopa is evil. I promise you. He's no good. How do I then lose the weight from the cheeseburgers? Again, wingsuit, right? Like that's gonna be your best course of action. Uh, that or just like go to the like hospital, sneak into the back, grab some of the like syringes and just like like suck the fat out, just and then just do it that way. And then you could even like take the fat that you've got and like grill it and feed it to homeless people. That'd be cool. Well, he's a liar, so yeah. Diddy or Drake? In what regards? What is it with you and skin wing suits? It would just be cool to see. You wouldn't want to see that? You don't think that'd be cool? I even checked his criminal record, and all he did was neighbor's Wi-Fi, but he's pure other than that. I don't think so. How do you not be gay? That's a good one. Let me think on that one for a second, so I don't get canceled. Meanwhile, Yoshi's record has over 2 million crimes. Not true. Um, Probably Diddy because I hear he throws some pretty cool parties. Yeah. And Drake's kind of a weirdo. Kendrick Lamar said so. So back to Miss Berry. How do I not be gay? I would probably stop driving a squatted truck. That would help. If you drive a Jeep, that's not good. Jeeps, yeah, don't drive a Jeep. Don't put ducks in Jeeps if you do drive a Jeep. Um, yeah, that would be a good start. Um, what else could you do? I don't know. Driving the Jeeps is the big thing because then you get the stupid wave that they all do that they're just so dumb about. Yeah, Rams aren't good either. No. If you want to be straight, drive like a normal size truck. Okay, I sold an infant on the dark web, but I did it on my brother's laptop, so I should be fine. Yeah, you're fine. You shouldn't have to worry. Queso broke my house and won't pay for any damage. Now I am broke, and the government sent P. Diddy to me to try to Diddy me, and I buried myself underground, but a bunch of bugs ate me. I was in the middle of reading that. How do I about my what does that mean? What do I what do I do about it? Put it on eBay. But don't wash it. Put it on eBay and just be honest. Like, hey, this is used. Like it was used 3 days ago. Um, hasn't been cleaned. Just people will pay for that. I mean, people are weird. No, I can't. I mean, I'm giving good advice. How would I get canceled? This is great advice. No, AV is my son. I'm his father. I think that was those were two good answers, Miss Berry. I think I helped you out there. Also, probably don't want to drive a Subaru either. Drive like a Camaro. Camaros are cool. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Miss Berry. That's just, you know what I mean? My grandfather had a Ram and said it was the worst truck he ever had. Once the engine blew up, he then proceeded to buy another Ram pickup. For why, I don't know. They just stuck in his ways, you know? I mean, they're old. They don't, no disrespect to your grandpa, but old people don't make the best decisions. Hence, look at the government. Do you know him in real life? Yeah, I know AV in real life. I've been to his house before. I'm not your third uncle. You are a liar. You have been listening to Koopa Troopa again. But yeah, Miss Berry, that would be the way to go about that. Also, you can't eat at Ben and Jerry's. Obvious reasons on that one. What else we got? What else we got? What did I just get a friend suggestion for a guy named Ronald Roach? Do 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 do. Da da dee da dee da do do dee da dee da do. Dee 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 da do. But I'm the one with the most comments on his channel. That doesn't mean I'm your uncle. I wouldn't say Ben and Jerry's themselves is, but I mean some of the videos they post. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be not that way, then probably just can't eat Ben and Jerry's. You got to stick to Baskin Robbins. Yeah. Plus, like Ben and Jerry, like that sounds like a couple. You know what I mean? And that's two dude names. So like, yeah, I stand by Ben and Jerry's being that. I am answering questions with the best advice known to man. Collab shorts. Giving out the best advice you'll ever hear. The most common form for a person to be a good person is the one that is good enough for you and the other person to be good enough for the other. Eddie, I don't know what you're yapping about, buddy, but okay. True, true, Miss Berry says. Yep. Fine, I'll just head to AV's channel. If you don't accept, I am the one of the most comments on you. I mean, you probably do have the most comments, but that doesn't mean I'm your uncle. Like, what do you want from me? I don't even think AV's live right now. He's probably watching the Chiefs game like a loser. I'm not Googling that. Tupac or Biggie? Neither. Lil Pump. Lil Pump solos both of them. Lil Pump is the GOAT. Like, obviously. What else we got? What else we got? What we thinking? What we thinking? What we thinking? What we thinking? What are you thinking? I'm here. I'm ready for the best advice you ever heard. Trump or Harris? Uh, Bert and Ernie. Why are you? You're not alone. Trump or Harris? Yes. Gulf of America. Facts. Gulf of America goes hard. Consciousness. What does that mean? You better not be asking me if I'm conscious right now. Wonder? How tall am I? 6 foot 11. There's an island called Disappointment Island. Should I send Koopa there? No, you should send. Actually, yeah, you should send Koopa there. Yeah, I would send Koopa there. He's evil. Down to the core. How many times do I need a ride home to get my car washed before the trip is done, or I have a ride home after the trip, or after I go back home and get my car wash done, or do I need a car wash? No, you should be fine. You should be good to go on that, Eddie. Whatever you just asked me. Yeah, you cooking. You cooking, Eddie. I would probably wash it and then wash it on the way to the washing and then wash it on the way home and then after I wash it is what I would do. You ate five homeless people because I thought they were watermelons. Well, that's on them. Like, if you're gonna lay in the sleeping bag long enough to let somebody think you're a watermelon and get eat, then that's on them. Should there be a nonstop flight from Hawaii to London? No, because then people from London would be going to Hawaii, and that's not cool. We don't want that. The Gulf of American consciousness. How love till it's cinematically aligned. I can't even say that word. Think it'll take a super earthquake? Maybe. Uh, I don't know. Probably just a couple of like cheeseburgers. You know. How to be disciplined. Okay, this is a good one. So what you're gonna want to do is like, actually, let me think about how I want to answer this. How to be disciplined. This is a good one. So I'm assuming you're 18 when I tell you this. Um, you want to stop at like a gas station every day and stop at that same gas station every day. And you're going to buy the same scratch off lottery ticket every day, right? So, like, if you want like a number 23, that's like a $20 one, you just buy it every day, okay? And then eventually you'll win on that one. Just stay disciplined and buy it every day. What country am I from? Afghanistan. Okay, so you're 15. Have someone else buy the lottery ticket for you then. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. Just there'll be somebody outside probably smoking a cigarette and then go from there. Yeah. Uh, how to not be black. You're gonna have to ask Michael Jackson that one. Um, I can't, I'm outside of the club on that one looking in. Uh, long, not live. WTF punches autocorrect in the front. What are you talking about, a scapegoat? You are cooking a scapegoat. Not really, but hey, thanks for the follow, BB Alexis. Chill, Jamal. What is the best skill to have according to you? Um, hmm, it's a good one. Let me think on this one for a second. I've never thought about that. Best skill to have according to me. Hmm. Probably being able to throw really far. Like to just be able to throw anything really far would be cool. Because like let's say like you had a neighbor that had like a little chihuahua and it was just like a mean little dog. If it came after you, you could just grab it and throw it really far. You know what I mean? Same with like if your sibling's annoying you, you can just throw it. Like throw it up on the roof and be like, "What did we learn?" You know what I mean? Um, yeah, being able to throw, because like if you could throw far enough to where it's just like getting rid of any inconvenience, you can just throw it away. That would be good. Yeah, that would be good. Should Yoshi take a shower in the toilet and clog it? Should he take a shower in the oven? Probably the oven. No, Jamal, I'm from Afghanistan. You can't tell by my blue eyes? Huh? Can you tell by my blue eyes, Jamal? You see him? You see them? Yeah. Oh, great. We're blurry again. Over here. Over here. There we go. What else we got? How do I make Yoshi's kicking newborn infants into an Olympic game? That one you might want to ask like Elon Musk on, or probably Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee would be another good one to ask because he kicks like that's his whole thing. Is oh I kicked in the NFL and now I'm funny. Yeah, that would be the way to go. Is get Pat McAfee in on it. Like if they saw him get one kick on an infant and they're like, yo, that was crazy. That infant went like 70 yards. That would probably be your segue for that. Yeah. Would I ever go on a date with Jeffrey Dahmer? Yes. Um, because like he could buy you a meal, you know what I mean? Like you know, so like let's say we went to like Cheesecake Factory and we had a good time and I eat all my food and he's like, "Do you want to go back to my place?" And we know what he's gonna do when I get there. Like it's not gonna end well for me. But then I could be like, I think I ate too much. Like stomach's kind of rumbling a little bit. I think I'm just gonna head home for now. But I can meet you again tomorrow, you know, and then you kind of drive for a little while to make sure he's not following you, and then you go home and you just never see him again, and you get a free meal and you don't get eaten, you know. Knuckles is in scrunches and cannot move it anymore. How can he recover? I only have chlorine and mystery soup. Uh, I mean, there's probably no recovering from that. I would probably just throw him in the oven. Yeah, if you're gone, you're gone, you know? Like, that's just the way it is. What else we got? What else we got? I mean, I'm on a roll tonight. This is great. I could probably destroy him in a fight. Maybe, you know what I mean? But, like, hopefully it wouldn't get to that point. Like, I could just enjoy the night and have a good meal and go home and then play some Fortnite or something. I could probably beat him up. Yeah, I would say I could beat him up. Yeah, I would let him recover as he has plot armor. No, he doesn't. Knuckles doesn't have plot armor. Shadow has plot armor because Shadow's cool and Knuckles is a dork. with Legos on his boots. But Shadow is an alpha. He is a sigma. It's just me and Jamal now. Hey, that's just, you're just homies, just hanging out. Old Jamal. Yes, sir. Old Jamal. Koopa Troopa and Yoshi do not have plot armor. That is fake news. Enough of the fake news. Am I Sigma? Sure, Jamal. I think so. Yeah, I would assume you are. Are you liking my comments now? I was there for a second. I'm about to go through and get all of them. Boom, boom. Bro, that's insulting. That is not insulting. Don't be soft. Open a screen on your computer so I can see the likes and comments for myself. I'm doing it on my phone. I'm streaming from my computer. See, look, I'm doing it. There you are. It is. It is what? My God, somebody get my home. Oh, that's a fun. Ooh. Oh, oh, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome, brother. Bro's blue face smiling. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. You're not alone. You've got your friends and your family with you. Best rapper alive. Lil Pump. Yeah. Lil Pump and Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty. Yeah, don't forget about Jamal. Shame on you. What else we got? What else we got? Who else needs some bad advice? Best video game? Roblox, Dress to Impress. Does Trix Music sing actual fire or does he speak Enchanting Table? Probably Enchanting Table. Um, yeah, probably Enchanting Table for obvious reasons. Here we go. I need bad advice. Should I drink whiskey or water tonight? And should I leave my heart monitor on or should I rip it off and punk kick it to shipping? I would probably not go with the water because no good story starts with water. Um, and you're not going to know, you're not going to need the heart monitor because like the whiskey's going to let you know that you're alive and you're going to feel your heart beating. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, I would probably get rid of the heart monitor because like your heart's beating. You don't need it to tell you. Like you'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, probably the whiskey. Then, cause like then you can listen to some Morgan Wallen and like be like Morgan Wallen. And Morgan Wallen's pretty cool. So you know, That's a good question, Dylan. That was smart. Smart question to ask. Yep, new person. Welcome in, Dylan. Welcome in. Yeah, screw this device. Time to rip it off and drink to all hell. Yeah, because like a lot of those devices, how do you know it's not just the government like keeping an eye on you? You know what I mean? Like they don't need to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be smart. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's smart, Dylan. You're a smart guy. I jump all the time. Should I jump on a trampoline or an elderly person? Why don't you put an elderly person on the trampoline and then jump? But make sure it's one that like needs a cane or a walker. But put them up there without one. I want to get arrested. What should I do? Probably just run naked through a Walmart again, because then like you'd go viral and it'd be funny. That's an easy one. Yeah, but yeah, jump with an elderly person on a trampoline, and you know, yeah. Yeah. Elderly person, trampoline, that's a good combination. I like that. That sounds like fun. What else we got? What else we got? He's gonna get some baby oil. Ooh, yeah, some baby oil in the Walmart. Like, yeah, you could run in naked, get the baby oil. You know what I mean? And then, so then it's like you get theft and public indecency. So like you're gonna get more time for that. So yeah, that'd be smart. And then when you're in the gym, you could, or in the jail, you can go to the gym and like just focus on getting some gains. You know what I mean? That's a good one. Good one, Jamal. Good one. That won't work. Instead, go to a bank, wear a mask, and ask them to give you. No, that's too cliche. You want your name to be remembered. You know what I mean? Like people be doing that all the time. You go into the Walmart and just start using the baby oil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1,000 bottles of baby oil would do it. That'd be good. That's what I would do. Diddy's going to be so proud. Yeah. And if you break him out, he's going to be really proud that you had all that baby oil waiting on him. We're going to count from 1,000 to 0. I would rather eat chicken nuggets personally, undertow. Um, yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't count. I would just count like 1 to 20, and I would be counting my chicken nuggets. That's it. That is what I would do. Don't do it. Don't do it, Undertale. No, don't do it, Undertow. Enough. That's no good. Gets bored. Never mind. That's a good deal. Ugh. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Oh my god. No, cat. Don't do it. Don't jump on me. You'll claw me and I'll cry and poop everywhere. What? No, don't do this. Don't do this, Miss Kitty. No, what are you doing? Oh my god. Anyways, have I been to Dairy King? No, I have not. I have not been to Dairy King. What are you doing, Miss Kitty? What do you want? I'm trying to chill. You're stressing me out, Kitty. Let me back up before you knock over my camera. Ugh. Are you gonna lay down? You gonna be good? Are you gonna be good? Just watched your shorts on furries, and it was hilarious to read how triggered people were from it. Oh yeah, that's it's an easy target. Like they don't have anything better to do than to just dress up as animals and scroll all around on the internet all day, so they're gonna see it. You know what I mean? They see it and they cry. Undertow, it's all jokes, buddy. I'm just playing around. What's up, cheese puffs? He's helping the furries to stop the hate on them. It's more of I'm trying to teach the furries like the joking is not going to go away, so you might as well just like if you can't pick on yourself, then what's the point of having fun in general? Like I pick on myself more than anybody else does. Cheese puff, cheese puff. Been to Dairy King and got sick. I prefer Dairy King. Okay. Actually, I prefer Dairy Queen. That's good. I like Dairy Queen. I'll mess up some blizzards now. Don't get me wrong. Oh man, you get me a s'mores blizzard. What do you want, Miss Kitty? Look at this stupid kitty. What is her doing? Are you attacking me right now? What do you want? What do you want? What are you doing? You're messing with my cord. Oh, there's the tail. Whee! Dislike the furry community, but I won't go out of my way to stop them. That said, I wouldn't bother me if furries weren't a thing. To each their own. As long as you don't bother me, I don't care. At the end of the day, they're just people dressing up. Have you been to the wedding of the Dairy Queen and Burger King? I have not. I was not invited. Had I been invited, I would have been there. Okay. The cat's rubbing on my face. What do you want? What do you want? I'm trying to help these people. You are in my face making my nose itch. What do you want? Say. Huh? What do you want? Ooh, that's that spot right there. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, I heard that too. I think I'm probably gonna call it on the live. It's been fun. Getting tired. I'm gonna get off here and hang out with a lady for a little bit. Appreciate you guys hanging out and asking me questions. I hope my advice was of help and of use. What should I do about my smelly, lazy husband? Just throw bleach on him. Bleach usually does really good with a lot of smells, so throw bleach on him. And the lazy part, like if you throw bleach on him, he's probably gonna get up. You know what I mean? Um, that's what I would do. Yeah, the bleach would be the smart thing to do. You know. But yeah, I'll take one or two more questions before I go, and then I'll be back on in the near future. You too, Undertow. True that. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I mean, that's the simplest thing to do. You just throw some bleach on him. He's, well, oh my God, you're burning my skin. So then, it's also going to be burning off the smell because of it burning the skin off. So then he's going to have to get up to go get it off because he's burning. You know what I mean? So that would be that'd be the way to go. Look at this stupid cat. Look at her dumb face. Look how dumb she is. Should Yoshi get his hands on a nuclear warehouse? Probably not. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but let's say for no. Yes, Koopa Troopa should go to prison. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to the first one, yes to the second one. That'd be the way to go. Well, if there are no more questions, I'm probably gonna call it a night. I'm not your father. Tex. Uh, Thank you guys for hanging out. It's fun. My cat's in my face, licking my chin. It was cool answering your guys' questions. Hopefully, I can help you guys out, help you get through the day, help you mature a little bit, help you know a little more. But yeah, I'll holler at you guys later. Y'all have a good night. Have the night you deserve. And